concept video. And what I want to talk about here is the fact that crafting your vision, right? It might be a little intimidating. You might discount some things as too crazy, as too wild, because you can't see or think about how you could possibly get there. So I'm going to encourage you to throw out how for now. How is a great question, but not right now. Right now, the question you want to be asking yourself is what if? So I'm not going to think about how I am going to buy my first multifamily because that seems a bit daunting. I'm going to think about what if, right? Because I know down the line I'll figure that out. I have plenty of, it's, I'll figure it out. But I might feel too overwhelmed by that thought of like, how am I going to afford this? Like, that's just a pipe dream. Like, it really is a pipe dream. But no. I start with thinking, what if? What if I can have this multifamily where someone else is paying my mortgage and it's the beginning of buying a lot of rental real estate, rental properties, so that I can have an income I can rely on every month, every year, so I can go off and be financially free and do whatever it is I want. So that's an emotionally compelling vision, right? Like, the vision is financial freedom, paying off all my bad debts, financial freedom. I can go live and do whatever I want. And the way I get there is to buy rental properties. And the way I get there to buy enough rental properties for financial freedom is that first one, right? That first one's the most difficult. So I have to figure out, what if I can have that first one, right? What if I have my own place, finally, I have my own place where someone else, like, I own it, and someone else is paying the mortgage. What if I can do that? What if? Like, that's amazing. Like, oh my God, what kind of relief would that be? I can see it. I can picture my apartment. I know I want it to be in a specific area of Boston. We'll see. No, it doesn't matter. It seems impossible to be in Boston, but what if? What if it could be in Boston? What if it could be exactly where I want it to be? So I can visualize where I want it to be. I can visualize what I want it to look like. And from there, I get excited about it, right? Like, it becomes like something where, like, oh, okay, really, I really want that. Like, I really want that. I can visualize it. I can see it, and that's the beginning of financial freedom, right? The first step is not having to pay rent, having someone else pay mortgage on a house that I own. That's pretty awesome, and I'm very excited about that idea. And the first that not paying rent is the first step to financial freedom, right? So after that, I can use that as leverage and buy more rental properties, and as soon as I can, as soon as it makes sense, buy another rental property, buy another one, and eventually be cash flowing enough that I can go do what I want. And also, buying in Boston is often an appreciation play. So buy, hold, sell, burr strategy, but that's a real estate thing in a different video. So, so I go from what if, right? Like, oh God, that's so exciting. What if? Well, okay, well, then you go to, like, how could I? Like, maybe if I were gonna do it, how could I do it, right? Like, right now it's a hypothetical. Like, it's a pie in the sky, but it's exciting and it's a daydream. If I say, how might I, it becomes like a hypothetical, right? Like, well, okay, well, I have this company that I am working on, and I need more clients. I need to finish the projects that I'm on. And as that happens, the more clients I get, the more money I'm going to get. The more money I get, the more I can pay off, you know, certain bills and debts, and the more I can save to have some skin in the game for a house, right? Like, I know for a fact right now that I'm not going to get a commercial loan. I'm sorry, I'm not going to get a regular loan. I'm not going to qualify. But I know that there are other strategies I can use because I have become involved with a real estate investing company. And it's, I know that they'll be able to help me out with strategizing um, and stuff like that, and connections to get hard money, to get personal loans, whatever it takes to buy my first rental property. So I know there are people who can help me. So how might I? Well, okay, I gotta put some money aside, which means I need to really work on this company in order to sell it eventually, which was gonna be great. But I'm excited about the company as it stands because I enjoy writing. I enjoy hearing about people's lives. I enjoy storytelling and learning stuff because that's what my books are all about, right? The books that I buy, the books that I write are all about learning, improving, self-improvement, and telling stories, which is an exciting thing. So make money with my company, put it aside, pay bills, put it aside to have some skin in the game. And, in a few months, I could have enough money. Like in a few months, if I really go for it, I could have enough money. And I do know people who can help me through the process. All right, so that's how I might do it. I could do that, right? That's possible. So it goes from, a daydream to a hypothetical to like, actually, I could do that. I can do that. I can do that. And so then it's only then that you ask yourself, how can I? Right? And then that's when you start firming up those brainstorming ideas you had in the last little stage of it, right? The how might I? Like, oh, I could do this or I could do that. You know. There are other strategies I could have had, like, oh, I could ask somebody for money. That's probably not the best idea. Like other things like that. And also, of course, I have to find the place. So I, the different strategies I can do to find the place, walk around, look at buildings that maybe need a little bit of help, go to a probate court and see if anybody needs help getting rid of their house, etc., etc. There's a bunch of different things I could do to find the place. So I could do that, right? Like I could do that. I can do that. That's not impossible. So it goes from that into a possibility. And when you finally ask yourself, how can I? It becomes inevitable. It becomes what's happening. You picture it, you go for it. You know what I mean? So don't start. The point is, do not start with how can I? Because that's too intimidating, And I'm going to encourage people who might be watching this. Like I have a friend who gets very stressed out because like when you say, okay, well, think big, because she doesn't trust herself. She's lived a life to this point, and I get this totally, where she's let herself down a lot, so she doesn't feel she can count on herself to do these things. So if that's the case, my suggestion for that is actually start really small, right? Like one of the things my friend is doing is she wants to take this class that she's interested in. Maybe it's something that she will pursue as a career, to get back and take more classes in it. But right now, it's just seeing if she likes it. And she does, so because she enjoys it, and she enjoys it a lot, she's very interested in the subject, and there's no pressure attached to it, right? Because all she's doing is learning about it. She's not committing herself to it. She's not saying, I have to do this or I have to do that. All she's doing is saying, 2 hours a day, I'm going to take this class, or even 1 hour a day, an hour and a half, whatever feels like something you can do. So it has to be something that you're excited about, but start small. Even if it's making your bed in the morning, every morning, it's just something that you can prove to yourself, I can do what I say. And if you fall, if you stumble, that doesn't mean you give up. That doesn't mean you say, oh, I told myself, I knew it, I can't. Because if you keep saying, I knew it, I can't, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to do it because you're not going to think that you can do it, so you're not going to commit to it. Which is another subject we will be covering, commitment, but that's a different thing. So I'm going to encourage you, think big unless that's too overwhelming and you don't trust yourself. Borrow a little bit of faith from a friend, from me. If you want, DM me, put it in the comments, whatever you want. I will try and help you. Set small goals that you can reach, and therefore you start to build trust in yourself, little by little. No pressure, like my friend with her class. No pressure. Just find out about it, learn about it. It's exciting. It's a fun thing. So that is my concept video for today. I hope it was useful. I'd love to see any comments in the comment section. But yeah, anything that you think might help people in forming their vision, anything that you can think of for your vision, etc., etc., etc. So that's it for this video. I gotta figure out how to end these videos. I mean, I could go with my typical, you can always choose to have a grateful day, which fits, right? You can always choose to have a grateful day. So for now, that's how we're gonna end it. I keep on looking down because the picture of me is right at the bottom of the screen. That's what I'm looking at, guys. Because I just am obsessed with my own image sometimes. That's it. I just want to remind you all, this is it. I'm wrapping up. You can always choose to have a grateful day.